one of those, and it's at 2-0. I think we're all sat here. Chelsea fans watching around the world have been sat there thinking, how many are we going to go and get today? You know, we were that good 2-0. We looked comfortable, looked in control, and it did seem sort of a matter of time and how many we were going to get. Games changed so quickly, you know, conceding just for half time, and then obviously Jay Adams getting the equaliser. And for large parts of the second half, you could argue that Southampton probably justified a point.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of football, right? It's two halves, both can be completely different, and the best showcase of that was tonight. I think it hurts a bit because it feels like we had so much of this last season. We dealt with this last season. I don't know how many times I felt like we sat here and like we played well, we did all this, we did all that, but we came out with either a loss or a draw. So I think that's why it kind of stings even more. So you kind of felt, with the new season, it would have changed a little bit. And again, it's just personal errors, but like we can't really excuse that as as the issue, because if they keep happening, there is definitely something wrong there. But you know what? Like there were very good signs in that game as well. You know, it's still very early on in the season. If you look above us, even below us, a lot of teams are also kind of finding their feet. And see, I kind of hope it's something that we can kind of stamp out over the next few weeks.
Jay, as Zach and Dan have both said there, it's gutting to concede that late and to come away with nothing. Well, a point, but not
like
what we,
defeat,
you know, what we felt.
Yeah, it feels like a defeat. Age-old problem. Keeps coming back. Keep conceding goals. And saw it last season. Seen it this season. Got to get sorted, because you'll do nothing by conceding 3 goals like that. You know, great going forward. You know, we could have been out of sight, you know, at half time, but we didn't. We can't keep a clean sheet. We've got problems back there. Keeps happening. You know, this is not a one-off. 3 against West Brom. You know, this is, you can't keep. I know this has been a weird season for everyone, but this has been a problem for us for a while, and it's going to frustrate Frank. And you know, some of the goals today, credit to Southampton, but one of them, you know, Kurt's short back pass, the hesitation from Kepa, that's a bit of a gift, but they deserved it, I felt. Yeah, it's becoming a little bit of a pattern again, unfortunately.
It's one of those, isn't it, Jay? Because it's like we spoke about. First half, we were so far in control for 35, 40 minutes. You know, not knocking the ball about with a swagger, and you could almost picture that 35 minutes, and then that's what Frank Lampard's wanted. You know, that's that style, that arrogance, the being able to play on the break, the kind of combination play. I suppose a game like this, perhaps if you want to look at it from a positive aspect, is a game that you learn everything from. You know, you learn the good and you learn the bad from.
Other good things about today's game is, you know, there are plenty of positives. You know, that was there for all to see. Then again, you look at we come away with a 3-3 draw. We scored 3 goals at home and only shared the points. We still have to. Silva's got to come back. Frank has yet to get his whole team completely fit and to choose from. But our second half midfield, we're just getting overrun. Theo Walcott has caused us no end of problems, and you know, it feels like a defeat, unfortunately.
Dan, it is deflating, you know, and the players and Frank will be feeling that more than anyone. But you know, let's look at the fact that today Hakim Ziyech, you know, he got what 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes, I think, on the pitch today. You know, it's nice to see him returning, and for 15 minutes we saw Timo Werner, Havertz, Pulisic, and Ziyech all on the pitch at one point, which I think a lot of Chelsea fans will have been sort of crying out for a while.
Yeah. So we've got the players there. That's when we really should have killed off the game. You know, there were a couple of, it did get really comfortable. And at around 85 minutes, I looked at us and we were knocking the ball around almost as if we were waiting for the 90th minute to come. We did tend to take our foot off the pedal a little bit. And I feel like we can't do that against any team in this league. Literally any team, they'll punish us, because as soon as we kind of decide, all right, game's won, they'll decide, no, it's not. But it was good to see Pulisic back. It was good to see Ziyech finally get his game. It was good to see Mount in there. It it was good. It was good for the majority of the game, but it's the minority of the game that is we're having to learn harsh lessons from.
Yeah, exactly. It is like that, isn't it? And, and Chelsea now got a tough and a busy run of fixtures. Sevilla in the week, who notoriously are winning merchants in European competition and have an extremely good record, especially in Europa League football, but making a step up there. They're well equipped to play sort of top tier football. And then obviously, not far off playing Man United as well. So it's games like today when I suppose the main thing to say is there's a very quick reaction that can happen in the matter. We got a game in 72 hours or something.
Yeah, well, this is it. Like that, it's kind of a good thing because say they come out to Sevilla and you win, everyone forgets about today. It's about that, and then it's about taking on United, and so that maybe it could be a blessing in disguise having Sevilla so quickly on Tuesday. Look, it hurts. I think what we could maybe hope for to this weekend is other results go in our favour as well. So it's not. We've already seen Liverpool draw and Everton. So it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but I think Jace is right. It kind of feels a bit like a defeat because we did have the game comfortable for quite a while, especially in the first half. But yeah, Sevilla in the weekend, we can take them on. I think we've definitely got the team good enough to do so. Thiago Silva back in the mix as well. I think I think we missed him today quite a bit.
Yeah.
But look, there were a lot of positives. There were a lot of positives, and I don't see this being something actually that will continue throughout the season.
Jay, this isn't a loaded question in any way, but will Frank have learnt anything new from today?
Well, I mean, what we're going forward, he's probably learnt that these players can play together going forward, and we can cause teams problems. We had attacks coming from all different angles. That must have been a nightmare for Southampton to have dealt with that in the first 40 minutes. Defensively, same problems. They keep existing. You can't defend like that and expect to get on. You can't. It just doesn't happen in football. I'd like to see a boring 1-0 win, actually. I'd like to see us, great going forward, but I would swap that for just one of those that solid in the middle of the park, defensively not giving anything away, making sure we contain the opposition, any attack. And, they were getting in at will. Credit to them. They were the better side second half. And I'd like to see us just churn out a boring 1-0. Then I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well, that is all from us this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Post-match reaction will be on the Fifth Stand a little bit later on. Highlights of today's match will be on the Fifth Stand from around 7 o'clock this evening. And Matchday Live will be back on Tuesday evening. The UEFA Champions League group stage gets underway with Sevilla travelling to Stamford Bridge. We are live from 6:50 for all the build-up. And to celebrate Black History Month, there are a host of videos featuring some of the Blues' most iconic players available on the Fifth Stand right now. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you Tuesday. We go again. Come on, you Blues.